I love that event. I just thought I'm really pleased with how that went, and I think it kind of, I don't know, but it's really brought home to me what we hoped this project might be about. And what kind of stood out for you?
Well, I'm so glad to be back in the room where we started walking. Being an octagon is quite special in its own way. But the fact that I feel like we're bringing people back here, this is the base.
Yeah.
It feels for me the base for this project as well. From the night itself, I really, throughout this project, so far I'm just totally shocked how generous people are. And how very much open they are with the revealing, their emotions, their stories, their sharing. Some people seem to be just, putting. I'm just guessing, their houses look like raided. That they just come up with all these pictures and stuff.
Yeah, and I just think, the way people have kind of, sharing, sort of metaphorically, and just sharing their time as well. I thought it was really nice that whole group of people were up for coming along and sharing their stories with the public and taking time to kind of, it's interesting, isn't it? Like that some people, I think, sort of wanted to prepare what they were going to say about their chosen picture and sort of approached it, in a more art history way, and wanted to check their research again and make sure they remembered when it was painted and things like that. And the other people were, much more kind of just sharing something that was more personal and emotional, and it was, it was an important story to them in their life. And it's amazing how, as you say, how generous people were with that in terms of what they would reveal really about, and how, what an emotional connection people have to things in the collection and to this place.
I also was shocked because I think that it's a big ask, to tell you the truth, when we started talking about, how about inviting people to come and then, present, because this is a bit like a presentation, isn't it?
I mean, it's a public event, and
So what I like about it, that we can sort of put in people who might not necessarily be experts in the field as experts, because they're experts in their own experience, and they're experts in why this particular work is what excites them, what's there in it. I also kind of made me reflect on how often, there's certain stories you do get to hear because they're apparently important. And there's all this number of stories which are not important because they might lack a shock horror element, that they don't have that fireworks attached to them. They're just small scale stories. They every day they kind of the stories you might know because you might have heard them before from somebody else, like very mundane and everyday, and this is what makes them important, I think, but to acknowledge them, to acknowledge that's what brings us together, like the story about what Christine was saying about her what the work that she chose made her think about her daughter and motherhood, and this is to a degree everyday story, that's nothing extraordinary attached to it.
And I think particularly with a collection like ours as well, where a lot of the things people have chosen are local views, and their connection with them is very much to do with that place. And I think those stories are nice because I hope they're like a really nice way in for other visitors, because that's that kind of like, I connect with this image of Kew Gardens because I have these associated memories, and other people might come along and think the same thing, like, oh yeah, I remember the first time I visited the Palm House and what the smell in there was like and all those kinds of things. And so I hope it kind of opens the collection up and helps people understand that their responses are really valuable, and that people enjoy hearing them and sharing them, and that again, as we kind of open the project up and do more digital and more with the blog, that's something that more and more people can feed into.